Oh God, I'm so nervous.
Hello everyone, my name is Myiesha and I'm a beauty director here at Sephora.
Hey everyone, I'm David, also a beauty director here at Sephora, and this is a really fun video. So we are doing a Friends Pick Your Eyeshadow video. Very fun. So if you don't know, this is a play on the Numbers Pick Your Eyeshadow videos that have been going really viral across social media. And basically it's where your friend chooses 3 eyeshadows from any palette they want, and you have to create a look based on it. So I'm gonna let Myiesha choose them to sort of direct a look I create on a model.
Okay, so I chose a few different things and we narrowed it down this morning. And the funny thing is I chose the Sephora collection, Sephora Pro Editorial 2.0. If you have the original, this is a 2.0 palette. I chose this because I thought the colors were really fun. But the funny thing is I always called David an old witch. That's our joke. And it's all witchy themed.
It's totally true.
So it was meant to be true. Like we always say, we're like 2 old witches.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm gonna choose colors based off the name.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's some
personality.
Interesting names.
I'm also gonna give you some lashes because I love lashes. These are from Sephora collection. These are new, and these are in the style swanky, super thin band, nice flare. You know,
I like those.
I kind of just chose what I would wear. That's really pretty.
I like those.
Also, my favorite mascara,
Okay.
Monsieur Big from Lancôme. And then we'll talk about eyeliners in a second.
Okay.
But okay, let's choose the shadows.
Oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm sweating a little bit.
I really don't know. I
didn't.
I didn't think about what I was gonna give you.
Okay.
And I'm not. Yeah, I'm a nice person, so I'm gonna give you some.
Myiesha's a very nice person, so I'm not too scared.
I don't want the struggle to be there.
Jeffrey would have given me a struggle.
First color for sure is Wizard, because you're an old wizard.
Okay, wait, which color is it? Because
this is like this sagey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like a sagey. It's purple too.
Oh, I like that.
Duochrome purple.
That's a beautiful one.
Okay. My heart is telling me I want to go with Pegasus.
Oh, okay.
Which is like not quite a cornflower blue.
Yes.
Really pretty. I love wearing
that
like,
is beautiful.
These kind of shades. And I feel like...
It's beautiful.
See, I'm being very thoughtful here. I'm not being like...
No, you're being very nice.
Yeah. Okay, I think because the purple shift that's in Wizard, I want to give you a purple. And because you have the matte here, I think I want to give you another shimmer so you can play off that.
I'm open to whatever you choose.
So undertone-wise, I'm going to go with Mystic.
Oh, okay.
I think that's really interesting. It'll be really cool because sometimes
yeah.
it can be kind of hard to mix the matte with the shimmer and all of that.
Yes.
So that's your challenge. I'm not being
I like this.
Totally easy on you. I think this is...
Ooh,
That's
okay.
nice.
Ooh, yes.
That's nice. I like
yes, that
a lot.
is very nice.
We have 3
like
different liners here. These are like... I forgot that I chose these because I chose these a while ago. I'm like, these are all my favorites. I wonder why.
I like
so these are by Urban Decay. These are the 24/7 Glide On liners. There's a Vice, which is the purple, Stash, which is this like olivey green, and then Deepen. I wear Deepen a lot. If you ever see me wearing turquoise blue or something like that, it's probably Deepen. But I think with this color scheme, I feel like the blue's a little too bright. I don't want it to wash out the powder blue. And I think the green is probably not the right undertone. So I'm gonna go with this purple. I think that'll be... That's
I'm
perfect.
happy with that.
I think that's perfect. I think that'll be really pretty. I think it'll still be a challenge.
Yeah, totally.
And the model has like this nice, like warm yellowy undertone,
yes.
so it'll pop really nicely. Versus if she was like a little pinker, maybe it'll just kind of blend in. So I think this would be really good.
I'm liking it.
I'm excited to see what you're gonna do.
I'm letting the brain start a ticking. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, so I am here with my model, Heather. Thank you for joining me.
Of course.
You're my willing victim today. So, Myiesha definitely threw a curveball at me. So she gave me one of my favorite palettes, actually, which is the Sephora Collection Sephora Pro Editorial 2.0 palette, which I absolutely love. But she chose some shades that were a little... challenging. So she gave me this one Wizard, this one Mystic, and this one Pegasus. So when I'm looking at this and I'm trying to create and craft an eye look, what I'm looking at are finishes. So whether they're matte or they're satin or they're glitter or they're shimmer. Wizard is a duochrome and the other 2 are mattes. And then we have 2 light colored shades. So we have like a really, really pale blue, and then this beautiful soft magenta tone. It's almost like a dusty rose magenta. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's gonna look great. The colors are great for your complexion, for your look, especially with this top. It's gonna be great. But for me, the challenge is crafting this. So we're gonna go in and I'm gonna start with the shade Wizard because I think that's gonna be my main base shade. And I'm gonna show you where I go from there. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Wizard. And I'm using one of these Sephora shadow brushes, number 13. And I'm going to press this right over her mobile lid. So that's from lashes up to the crease. Right now I'm just using a pressing motion to get that pigment to lay down really nicely. One of my favorite things about a duochrome color like this, meaning 2 shades, duochrome, is that it really adds dimension. So when I see a color like this being used or in a palette that I want to use it, I often think of an area that has dimension. So the eyelid has dimension, right? It goes down here, comes forward here. A duochrome eyeshadow will naturally give you shape and dimension to your eye because it's going to naturally bounce here and reflect shadows here. So you get a nice, easy way to bring out the shape of your eye without actually any artistry at all. It's kind of like you let the eyeshadow do its job. So I'm just gonna be using the number 24 Pro Crease brush, and this is just to soften that edge. I'm actually not applying any product onto this brush. I'm just using it, see how it like sinks right into the crease socket there? I'm just using it to blend out that edge, soften it up, smoke it out a little bit. I don't want this to be too graphic of an eye. I want it to be a little bit softer. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I got my first base color down. Now what I'm gonna do is switch it up a little bit, and I'm actually gonna start by applying my liner now. I know I haven't gotten to the other 2 shades, but I really wanna utilize this to create some depth, and I wanna smoke it out a little bit. She gave me a liner, I'm gonna use it, okay? So I'm actually gonna sandwich my liner, and I'm going to create a little bit of a smoky eyeliner that I can layer the shadows over, and then I'll come back and add another layer of liner if I want a little more depth. So let's jump in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and the shade I'm using is Vice, which is that purpley shade. It's really beautiful. I'm just running this across the lash line. I'm gonna take a brush, going to start smoking this out because these are long wear, smudge-proof, budge-proof eyeliners. So you wanna do one side at a time. If you applied this and applied that, by the time you got back here to blend it, it would be locked in place. You ain't gonna get no blend out of it. As you can see, keeping it darkest towards the lashes, and then just blending it up so you get that nice smoky effect on the liner. So I'm getting this all around the eye. This is really our defining moment, literally. It's gonna be what defines the eye because the shades that we have are more in the mid-tone and light. So I wanna have some definition to her eyes. So that's where this eyeliner is gonna come into play, but I really want it soft. And then for the final step with the eyeliner, just run it through the waterline. This is gonna create a nice base for our eye look. So now I'm just gonna copy that right back onto the other side. I'm just finishing off the underside, the other eye. So now we've got that nice blended out liner. Okay, so now that I've got that liner smoked out around her eye, I'm really using that as a base for some depth to go over with the shade Mystic. Because this is a mid-tone shade, but it's a really beautiful color. I wanted to make sure there was depth in here, so that's what the liner is doing. It's providing the depth, and this is gonna go on top and add a great color shade to that. So let's jump in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I've got this on the number 15 Sephora Pro Shadow Brush. And as you can see, I'm just pressing that powder over rather than sweeping it in the beginning because that's gonna make sure that it saturates that liner and really sticks and adheres to it. I'm just pressing this in more than sweeping it because I wanna make sure it adheres to that liner. This brush will blend it out without really much effort. I'm adding just a little bit extra to the outer corner so it thickens it up just a little bit. We're going to do the same thing below. Again, just pressing right over that eyeliner. Now here, I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm going to reserve this area for our final shade. Ooh. It's nice when you're doing something like this to make sure you're using a brush that's small enough that it can fit the curves and contours of the eye. It's part of the reason why I love the 15 so much, is it really has that ability to blend it out but stay really soft. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that blending brush again and close to me and just soften it out. Wisp that outer corner away so it really smokes into nothing. Not adding product on here, just blending out. Again, I'm just taking that same concept right over here to this eye, pressing it in, making sure that shadow is nicely saturating over that liner. This type of process doesn't require a lot of swish motion. As you can see, just a pressing motion blends that shadow right out, creating that beautiful saturated smoky effect. Just bringing it up a little bit on the outer corner here, giving us just a little lift and a little depth, allowing that color to show off a little bit. So finally, for the last shade, Pegasus, I'm going to be using that on the inner corner, and I'm using a smaller brush because I really want to have the detailing here. And I just want to press this. Now these pastel shades, they have the option of being really soft and light, which is really pretty, or you can build them by sort of layering them on top of themselves. That's why a small, dense brush like this with a patting motion is really going to allow me to build that color. Just want to take a little bit of that. That's why I stopped this about here, because I just wanted this to marry in that undersection here. So I'm just going to go right together. Just get a nice little blend out there. So I'm happy with where that is. I think that's a really fun little pop of color on the inner corner. I'm going to move over to the other side and do the same thing. So like I said, I'm going to use that liner one more time on top, right near the lash line, just to make sure I'm getting that full depth. Because we also do have those lashes still to use, and I want to make sure that they blend in nicely. And this liner a little deeper on its own than once you put that shadow over it. So this is just going to help with all that to blend together. It's also just a really beautiful color. Okay, so now that we've got the eye look complete, Myiesha did give me some accessories to go along with this. So she gave me these Sephora Collection false eyelashes in the style Swanky, which is very cool. And then of course, I'm gonna use a little bit of mascara. So I'm gonna be using the Lancôme Monsieur Big Mascara. So I'm gonna do this off camera because you don't need to see that. And then we'll come back for the final look. Okay, so there it is, the final look. I'm actually really happy with this. I think Myiesha threw a little bit of a curveball at me and I enjoyed it. I liked it. I like where it came out. But the final decision does come down to Myiesha, so we got to bring her on. Myiesha, come on.
Okay.
Come take a look, girl.
You know I love baby blue, so it's already a win for me. I wear it all the time. I feel like you love those colors. I love that color palette that's like dusty.
Dusty. I do love a dusty. I do love a dusty.
I think it's beautiful. It's funny because, okay, so definitely I would put Wizard on the crease because I was trying to like go through in my mind like what I would do. I would put Wizard kind of like lid crease, and you definitely use the purple to smoke out the liner. That's what I would have done. But I was gonna I probably would have put the blue like kind of like high up transition, but I like what you did with the inner corner. It's really pretty.
It's funny because when I was doing it, I was actually thinking about what Myiesha would have done.
Yeah. I think it's gorgeous. And too, like with Heather's bone structure, with her eyes being far set, she can work that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I would look a little cuckoo with it just there, but like with her bone structure, it actually works really nicely. So, I mean, I love it. Like,
yay! Well, hopefully you have all enjoyed this as well. Now, me, Myiesha, and Heather are going to go out and have fun because...
we're going to go to a discotheque.
Yes, Heather is rocking a great look. So if you enjoyed this, let us know in the comment section below. Let us know if you would wear a look like this or if you've tried this with your friends. We want to hear about that as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get new videos from us every single week. And until next time, play with those eyeshadow palettes and have a lot of fun. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.